"You deserved it." His words, sharp as shards of glass, pierced through me. The room seemed to tilt, the familiar furniture appearing strange and distorted. My husband of 10 years, the man who promised to love me forever, sat across from me, his face a mask of cold indifference. My breath caught in my throat. "What?" I choked out, the single word heavy with disbelief. He repeated himself, this time with a cruel smirk twisting his lips. "You heard me. You deserved it. My world crumbled. The life we built, the memories we shared, the love I believed in, all of it turned to ash in that single, heart-wrenching moment." Betrayal. It's a venomous snake slithering into your life. Its bite leaving a trail of poison that spreads through every vein, every thought, every memory. The man I loved, the man I trusted with my heart and soul, had betrayed me. The pain was physical, a crushing weight on my chest, stealing my breath, a knot in my stomach that refused to loosen, a constant reminder of his betrayal. Tears flowed freely, hot and relentless, a physical manifestation of the agony tearing me apart. How could he? How could he utter those words, words that cut deeper than any knife? Looking back, there were signs. Tiny cracks in the foundation of our marriage that I foolishly ignored, choosing instead to believe in the fairy tale we'd woven together. A missed phone call, a hastily deleted text message, a flicker of guilt in his eyes when I surprised him with a hug. I brushed them aside, attributing them to stress, to work pressures, to anything but the devastating truth that was lurking beneath the surface. I clung to his reassurances, his declarations of love, desperate to believe that our bond was strong enough to withstand any storm. Now, I realized, those weren't cracks I was seeing, they were fault lines. And the earthquake, when it finally hit, shattered our world beyond repair. Section 4. Living a Lie. We'd been living a lie. A carefully constructed facade of a happy marriage, while beneath the surface, resentment and bitterness festered. The easy laughter we once shared was replaced by strained silences, the comfortable silences by unspoken accusations. I became a stranger in my own home, walking on eggshells, afraid to say or do anything that might shatter the fragile peace we'd precariously built. But it was a peace built on a foundation of lies, and deep down I knew it wouldn't last. And then came the confession. His confession. Or rather, his accusation. "You deserved it," he'd said, his words dripping with venom. And with those 3 little words, the charade was over. Section 5. Facing the truth. The truth, when it finally hit me, was like a physical blow. His betrayal wasn't a sudden storm, but a slow, insidious erosion of everything we held dear. The initial shock gave way to a maelstrom of emotions. Anger, hot and consuming, threatened to engulf me. Sadness, deep and bone-chilling, left me feeling lost and alone. And guilt, insidious and relentless, whispered that somehow, this was all my fault. But as the days turned into weeks, a new feeling began to emerge from the wreckage. A fierce determination to reclaim my life. Section 6. Picking up the pieces. The process of healing was slow and agonizing. Like a wounded animal, I retreated inward, seeking solace in solitude. Sleep was a fleeting visitor, and every waking moment was filled with the agonizing replay of his betrayal. But slowly, tentatively, I began to pick up the pieces of my shattered life. I allowed myself to grieve the loss of the life I thought I had, the future I had envisioned. And in the quiet moments of reflection, I began to rediscover myself, the woman I was before the lies and betrayal had chipped away at my spirit. It wasn't easy. There were days when the pain was so overwhelming that I could barely breathe. But I held on, fueled by a flicker of hope and a growing sense of inner strength.